Hi guys, if you are new to my channel, my name is Tatiana Santiago and this is the real reason why I started my YouTube channel. Music therapy has really changed my life. I have found myself making connections with people I had never thought I would talk to. I have learned so much, and the small amount of time that music therapy has been very present in my life has been life-changing, and I don't regret a single thing. A quick disclaimer though, I am not a music therapist or a credentialed professional in music therapy yet, but all of my research is based off of the American Music Therapy Association and the Australian Music Therapy Association, which are going to be your most reliable resources when it comes to music therapy. And I'm just going to start with the basic question, and it is, what is music therapy? So as the American Music Therapy Association defines music therapy, it is the clinical and evidence-based use of music interventions to accomplish individualized goals within a therapeutic relationship by a credentialed music therapist who has undergone a music therapy program. If you didn't quite grasp, I will add that it's simply the use of music by a credentialed music therapist to improve upon and impact a person's personal, mental, emotional, physical, and cognitive health, as it is proven in many studies and scientifically to aid people in physical rehabilitation, situations where people might have Alzheimer's or dementia, as well as psychologically. That leads me to the second question you guys asked me, which was, how does this actually work psychologically? And as researchers have studied music, they have realized that music has a connection to the same pathways that are activated by sex, drugs, in the pleasure center. So as music is connected to emotions and feelings, when you choose music that connects to a patient's past, it becomes that much more impactful and helpful in that person's life. In that same way, music allows people to access traumatic experiences and build a bridge between their emotions and how to properly navigate those emotions. The third question that was asked was, who can benefit from music therapy? And it's pretty much anyone from a newborn baby in the neonatal care center to somebody who is dealing with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, special education needs children, and even people with complex medical issues. Another question that was asked was, do you have to go to school to be a music therapist? And this was basically answered by the definition I gave of music therapy, but my answer is yes, you have to at least get a bachelor's degree, and after you complete your bachelor's degree, you have to complete a 6-month internship, which will culminate the end of your program. However, you can go off and study up to a doctorate's degree. To say that being a music therapist requires musical agility, flexibility, spontaneity, improvisation in so many ways, and so you do need a lot of preparation and schooling to be certified as a credentialed music therapist. Another person asked, where do music therapists usually work? And there is a wide variety. That is hospitals, care centers, neonatal care unit. You might find them at private clinics, most likely where you will find a physical therapist or an occupational therapist. Going on to the next question is, why is it so effective and has proven to be so effective? And it is because music activates and stimulates the entire brain, not just one lobe, but both. So a lot of times we see or hear about stories where people have lost their speech either due to a traumatic experience or an accident, and they're able to work on regaining it because while one part of their brain might be injured, the part that is still working can access music and can be activated through different pathways that had nothing to do with speech? This is probably my favorite question of all because it's the most personal to me, and it's how I first discovered music therapy and why I decided to pursue it as a career. It's kind of funny because before I discovered music therapy, it was the summer before my senior year of high school, and I was very determined that I wanted to major in biology or microbiology. I asked God to just reveal to me if He didn't want me to pursue biochemistry or microbiology as a career and as a major, then I had to know like right away, like ASAP, because I've never been one to like be indecisive and just like waste time, and suddenly being undecisive and not really knowing what I wanted to do anymore, it was very disheartening. So I remember I went on my mission trip, and a few days in we met our intern, and I hold her so dear to my heart, and I remember her telling us that she was about to start her junior year of college, and God spoke to her very clearly that she was wasting her time and that this was not what He wanted for her life or what He wanted her to continue to study, and that was microbiology. Once I heard it, it was exactly what I wanted to specialize in, and I remember I just looked at her and I couldn't believe what was happening, and I just started bawling because it couldn't have been more clear than that, and it was definitely not coincidence that somebody was majoring in the same exact thing and God told them that they were wasting their time and that they should move on to something that they were really passionate about. Anyway, after that, I was very thankful that God had answered my request, but I was kind of pooping my pants because what was I supposed to do now? Like, I never saw myself either not going to college or like studying anything else. I really had not thought about anything else, so I kind of panicked, and I met some new girls the days following, having sat down with my intern, and I knew that God had something planned for me and that He was in control, but it's really hard once you're in it to really realize that and trust that. And there's always going to be doubt and fear before you receive the confirmation. So I remember these girls were asking me questions, and they were really paying attention to the things that I was naturally talented in, the things that I would do when nobody asked me to do. And one of them mentioned that she was working at a private clinic. She just worked with her piano and singing with special needs kids to help them navigate feelings and help them communicate and help them gain some physical and cognitive therapy. That just stuck with me and gave me a sense of peace that there was something somewhere out there for me. And I remember I got back on the plane, flew back to the United States, and once I had internet, I started researching the heck out of music therapy. And kid you not, every video, every TED Talk, every research paper that I read, I was just more drawn to music therapy, and I was more convicted that this was what I was supposed to do, which is weird because I'm a planner and I like to plan things ahead, and this just came all of a sudden, and it was really a lesson to me that God is ultimately in control and that you might have plans, but the moment He decides to change that is endgame, and He will have the ultimate glory, and I want to give Him the ultimate glory because music therapy truly has changed my life. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm so grateful that you did. I hope this video helped you learn something new. Make sure to comment down below, and I will be glad to make another video with further questions that you guys might have about if you are deciding to major in music therapy, what are the steps you must take. And I would be glad to just walk you through that because I had to walk through that basically by myself. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, and see you in the next video.